There comes a moment in life when the universe conspires in your favor, when unseen hands begin to rearrange circumstances, and you feel a subtle, yet unmistakable, shift in the rhythm of your days. It is in these moments that God is preparing to open doors that have long been closed, to bestow blessings that have been patiently awaiting their appointed hour. These are not ordinary times. They are punctuated by signs, gentle whispers, and synchronicities that guide you toward the extraordinary. First, you may notice a sudden clarity in your mind. Thoughts that once seemed tangled or confusing now flow with ease, as if a veil has been lifted. Ideas that were scattered begin to form a harmonious pattern. This is the mind aligning with the divine plan, and it is a signal that something remarkable is approaching. Every insight, every inspired thought, is a breadcrumb on the path leading to your greater good. Pay attention, for these are the whispers of divine guidance. Next, the people around you will begin to shift. You may encounter strangers who provide just the right word, mentors who appear at the perfect time, or friends who seem to radiate unexpected wisdom. These encounters are never accidental. Each person is placed before you as a messenger, a catalyst, or a door to a new opportunity. Notice the repeated themes in conversations, the recurring advice, and the unusual coincidences. These are the unmistakable signs that the universe is actively working on your behalf. Another sign is the sudden alignment of circumstances. Doors that were once closed begin to open effortlessly. Opportunities that seemed out of reach now present themselves without struggle. Perhaps finances align in an unexpected way, or a project gains momentum overnight. Life begins to feel as if it is conspiring to support you. And every small victory, every seemingly minor stroke of luck, is a confirmation that something greater is unfolding. You may also experience a profound inner peace. Even amid challenges, a calm assurance settles over you, an unshakable knowing that all is in divine order. This serenity is not passive. It is the active recognition that the universe has already prepared the way. Fear and doubt lose their power, and your heart opens to receive what is coming. Finally, you will notice a heightened sense of gratitude. You begin to celebrate the small things, the everyday miracles, and the simple joys of life. Gratitude acts like a magnet, drawing even greater blessings to you. The more you focus on the abundance that surrounds you, the more the universe responds, confirming that your readiness is matched by the provision that is already on its way. Pay attention, for these signs are not subtle if you are awake to them. They are the clear, divine signals that something magnificent is on its way. The universe speaks in symbols, in moments of clarity, and in the quiet nudges that guide your steps. When you recognize these signs, you step into alignment with the flow of abundance, prepared to receive the magnificent blessings that are destined for you. There comes a moment in life when the fog of confusion lifts, as though it were never there. When decisions that once felt impossible to make suddenly become clear, and the mind feels as if it has been touched by a divine hand. This clarity is not a mere fleeting thought or a passing feeling. It is a profound awakening, a sudden alignment of the intellect with the higher intelligence that governs all things. Often, we move through life with fragmented thinking, distracted by circumstances, doubts, and the incessant chatter of our own minds. We try to solve problems through sheer effort, struggling to make sense of situations that feel beyond our control. Yet, there comes a time when all that struggle becomes unnecessary, when the universe steps in and offers a mental gift, a sudden illumination that guides our steps with precision and certainty. This clarity often arrives quietly, almost imperceptibly, as though the mind itself has been patiently waiting for the right moment to awaken. You may notice that thoughts begin to flow effortlessly, that solutions to problems appear with ease, and that ideas which once seemed distant or unattainable now crystallize before you with remarkable sharpness. It is as if a veil has been lifted, revealing a hidden order in what once seemed chaotic. This is the mind beginning to tune itself to the higher currents of divine wisdom, allowing insight to come not from struggle, but from a state of receptive consciousness. In these moments, The thinking that previously required great effort now flows naturally, guided by a higher intelligence that knows the way better than we ever could through reasoning alone. Inspired thoughts often accompany this sudden clarity. These are not ordinary thoughts, nor are they simply products of our imagination. They carry a distinct energy, a spark that ignites action and illuminates the path forward. They arrive unbidden, sometimes in the quiet hours of the morning, sometimes in the middle of mundane tasks, yet they carry the unmistakable signature of divine guidance. These thoughts often provide practical solutions, new directions, or even entirely new visions of life that had previously seemed impossible. The moment you recognize such an idea, there is an unmistakable inner knowing, a deep resonance that says, "This is the way forward." The clarity is immediate, the path evident, and the heart responds with an intuitive certainty that cannot be doubted. It is important to note that this sudden clarity does not operate within the realm of logic alone. Often, the answers it provides defy conventional reasoning, as if the mind is receiving instructions from a source far beyond ordinary comprehension. What once seemed insurmountable becomes simple, what was confusing becomes self-evident, and what felt out of reach now appears to be within grasp. The mind aligned with divine intelligence begins to operate with a sense of effortless competence. Every idea, every thought, every impulse is infused with a sense of purpose, a precise direction, and a certainty that nothing else could provide. Many people fail to recognize these moments because they are accustomed to struggling for solutions. They expect difficulty, resistance, and trial before any success. Yet divine clarity operates in an entirely different way. It does not demand toil, fear, or worry. It moves silently and confidently, bypassing the noise of doubt, hesitation, and overthinking. When it arrives, it does so with unmistakable authority, and all that is required is recognition and trust. To resist it is to resist the very hand of guidance that has been orchestrating circumstances for your highest good. Every detail, every step, every thought that flows in this state of clarity is perfectly placed, and the more you follow it, the more effortless your progress becomes. The physical body and the environment often respond in subtle ways to this mental awakening. Energy feels renewed, the heart feels lighter, and decisions that once caused tension now bring a sense of liberation. The mind operates with a heightened sense of focus, and tasks that were once tedious or overwhelming become manageable, as if time itself has rearranged to accommodate the clarity that has arrived. Ideas begin to connect, patterns emerge, and the way forward, which had previously been obscured, now lies open and inviting. This is the unmistakable sign that you are operating in alignment with divine guidance. It is also important to understand that such inspired clarity is often preceded by a period of preparation. The universe rarely delivers insight without first preparing the consciousness to receive it. Challenges, uncertainties, and periods of waiting are not random, they are the training ground, the necessary space in which the mind becomes ready to perceive higher truth. Once that readiness is achieved, clarity arrives not by force, but by natural alignment. It is as if the mind has been calibrated to receive, to recognize, and to act upon inspiration. When this happens, life seems to respond in kind, bringing opportunities, people, and circumstances that perfectly reflect the insight received. In these moments of sudden clarity, every thought carries a vibration of purpose. You begin to notice that ideas flow in sequences, that solutions are not isolated, but interconnected, and that the path forward is not merely about achieving a goal, but about stepping into a greater sense of alignment with life itself. Decisions become guided not by fear, habit, or pressure, but by a deep, intuitive understanding of what is right, necessary, and harmonious. The mind operates as a channel, and inspiration flows through it with a clarity that cannot be manufactured, imitated, or forced. Recognizing this gift requires attentiveness and a willingness to quiet the usual mental chatter. Often, the mind is so consumed with worry, planning, or overthinking that the whispers of clarity are drowned out. Yet, when one cultivates a receptive state, when one practices stillness and openness, the clarity arrives naturally. It may come as a single illuminating thought, as a sudden idea that changes everything, or as a sequence of insights that together reveal the way forward. In each case, the key is trust, the understanding that these thoughts are not random but divinely orchestrated, that each carries a piece of the greater plan waiting to be revealed. Once clarity takes hold, action follows naturally. There is no hesitation, no questioning, no second guessing. The mind, having been aligned with inspiration, moves decisively, confidently, and with a sense of inevitability. Every step, every choice, every effort is supported by the unseen intelligence that provided the insight in the first place. What once seemed impossible becomes inevitable, and what once required struggle now unfolds effortlessly. The mind, guided by clarity and inspired thought, becomes a powerful instrument through which life expresses abundance, opportunity, and purpose. Life has a way of bringing people into our path at precisely the moment when their presence carries a purpose far greater than coincidence. These encounters are not random, they are orchestrated by the unseen intelligence that governs all things, and they arrive as signs, guidance, and opportunities carefully placed along the journey. Often, we dismiss the people we meet as mere acquaintances, casual colleagues, or passing strangers, unaware that each interaction may hold a key to the unfolding of our greatest blessings. When God is preparing to give something significant, the universe sends messengers in the form of people, individuals whose words, actions, or even mere presence are designed to awaken understanding, provide insight, or open doors that would otherwise remain closed. These meaningful encounters often appear when we least expect them. Perhaps a stranger offers advice that strikes the mind with clarity, or a friend shares a perspective that transforms the way we view a situation. Sometimes, a mentor or guide appears seemingly out of nowhere, offering the wisdom and support necessary to navigate a challenge that had previously seemed insurmountable. The universe arranges these meetings with perfect timing, ensuring that we are prepared to receive the guidance we need. When we recognize the significance of these encounters, we begin to understand that every person in our life, no matter how brief the interaction, has a role in shaping our journey. One of the most remarkable aspects of these encounters is the sense of alignment they create. Certain people arrive and resonate with us on a level that transcends ordinary interaction. Conversations flow effortlessly, insights are exchanged naturally, and understanding is immediate. These connections carry a subtle, almost imperceptible energy, a recognition that we are exactly where we are meant to be, and that the guidance we are receiving is divinely inspired. It is in these moments that intuition sharpens, the heart opens, and clarity is reinforced. Every word spoken, every gesture made, and every shared moment is imbued with significance, even if it is not immediately apparent. The signs embedded in these encounters often manifest through repetition and synchronicity. Perhaps the same message appears in multiple conversations, or similar advice comes from different people, seemingly unconnected. This is the universe's way of emphasizing the importance of the lesson or opportunity being presented. When guidance is repeated, when ideas converge from multiple sources, it signals that attention must be paid. These recurring patterns are like the steady drumbeat of destiny, affirming that a larger plan is unfolding and that the people appearing in your life are integral to its realization. It is essential to cultivate awareness and receptivity during these encounters. Too often, individuals dismiss the guidance they receive because it does not arrive in the expected form, or because it challenges their current beliefs and habits. Yet the wisdom embedded in these interactions is always precise, tailored to the readiness and needs of the moment. A chance conversation with a stranger may contain exactly the insight required to solve a pressing problem, or a brief exchange with a colleague may ignite a vision for a new opportunity. What seems coincidental is, in reality, divinely orchestrated, and the key lies in listening attentively, observing keenly, and being willing to act upon the guidance received. These meaningful encounters frequently bring clarity to situations where the path forward is unclear. The advice, encouragement, or instruction provided by others often acts as a mirror, reflecting back what the mind alone cannot perceive. A mentor's question, a friend's suggestion, or even a casual remark can illuminate a hidden solution, revealing a path that had previously been obscured. The clarity gained through these interactions is profound, for it is not merely intellectual understanding. It is an intuitive knowing that arises from the alignment of heart, mind, and circumstance. The guidance received through others serves as a bridge between confusion and certainty, between uncertainty and decisive action. Sometimes, these encounters challenge us to step beyond comfort and habit. The people who appear in these moments often push us to expand our perspective, to embrace change, or to act in ways we might otherwise avoid. They encourage growth, inspire courage, and ignite vision. Their role is not always to provide easy answers, but to awaken the inner resources we may have forgotten we possess. Through their influence, doors open, opportunities emerge, and confidence blossoms. The resonance felt during such encounters is unmistakable, a deep, intuitive sense that the person, and the guidance they provide, is part of a larger, purposeful design. The universe also communicates through the collective energy of these interactions. Certain encounters leave a lasting impression, not because of the content of the conversation alone, but because of the alignment of energy, intention, and timing. People appear when they are needed most, even if we are not yet aware of the reason. Their presence may offer validation, encouragement, or the nudge necessary to take the next step. The lesson they impart may be subtle, a mere word, a gesture, or a shared experience. But its impact can ripple through our lives in ways we do not immediately comprehend. Recognizing the divine orchestration behind these encounters heightens our ability to receive and respond with wisdom, trust, and openness. Spiritual guidance through people often transcends logic, manifesting in ways that defy ordinary explanation. A stranger's kindness may catalyze an idea that transforms a career. A friend's encouragement may inspire a step of faith that opens a new chapter. A mentor's insight may illuminate a path that had seemed entirely impossible. These are not isolated instances. They are part of the intricate web of life's design, where every individual, every conversation, and every connection serves a purpose in guiding us toward the blessings that await. Attention to these encounters strengthens discernment. Not every interaction carries guidance, yet when approached with an open heart and attentive mind, the significance of those that do becomes unmistakable. Signs may be subtle, a repeated word, a particular phrase, a coincidental meeting, but their impact is profound. The more attuned we become to these messages, the more we recognize that no encounter is trivial, no person accidental, and no conversation meaningless. Life unfolds in such a way that, when we honor the guidance offered through others, our path becomes illuminated, opportunities multiply, and we step into alignment with the abundance that is already on its way. Life often seems to present challenges that require struggle, effort, and constant pushing, yet there comes a moment when the universe begins to align itself in ways that make progress feel almost effortless. This alignment is a sign that divine forces are at work, arranging circumstances and opportunities to support your highest good. It is not the product of chance or random luck, but a precise orchestration that emerges when you are in harmony with your inner guidance, your faith, and the natural flow of life. In these moments, you notice that doors previously closed now open with ease, obstacles fade, and opportunities that once seemed unattainable appear as if by magic. This effortless alignment is a signal that something significant is on the horizon, that the universe is conspiring to bring your desires into manifestation, and that the timing is perfect for action to unfold without resistance. At first, this alignment may appear subtle. You may notice minor coincidences that begin to repeat in your daily life, seemingly small incidents that carry larger implications. Perhaps a conversation leads to a new opportunity, or an idea that seemed stagnant suddenly gains momentum through unexpected support. These initial signs often serve as gentle reminders that the currents of life are moving in your favor. As awareness grows, the alignment becomes more apparent. People, events, and circumstances begin to converge in ways that feel natural, inevitable, and precise. The universe arranges its elements with perfection, and all that is required is recognition and trust in the unfolding process. Effortless alignment often reveals itself through timing. Opportunities that once seemed elusive arrive exactly when they are most needed. The right people appear at the right moments, offering assistance, collaboration, or guidance. Events that were previously chaotic or confusing begin to resolve themselves, as if a hidden hand has been arranging the details behind the scenes. These moments are not random, they are the culmination of unseen forces working in harmony to bring your path into focus. The more you observe and respond to these signs, the more you realize that life operates not through struggle, but through divine orchestration when you are in alignment. A key aspect of this alignment is the removal of unnecessary obstacles. When the universe is preparing to deliver a significant blessing, it often clears the path in subtle, yet powerful ways. Circumstances that once caused resistance may dissolve naturally, opportunities may present themselves with clarity, and timing may shift to favor ease and flow. The alignment of events and people seems almost miraculous, yet it is the natural consequence of harmony between your inner state and the creative forces that govern life. When you are in tune with this rhythm, every step becomes supported, every effort multiplied, and every choice reinforced by circumstances that are perfectly arranged to facilitate your progress. This alignment also manifests in the resonance of opportunities. The doors that open are not random, they are those that correspond to your readiness, intention, and highest potential. You may notice that projects, ideas, or relationships begin to gain momentum without excessive struggle. What once required constant effort and persuasion now flows naturally, as if the universe itself is assisting in the manifestation of your goals. Each opportunity that presents itself carries a sense of inevitability, a feeling that it was always meant to be, and that your preparation, patience, and faith have brought you to this exact point of reception. Trust plays a crucial role in experiencing this alignment fully. Often, the mind resists effortless progress because it expects challenges, delays, and obstacles. Yet, divine alignment operates according to principles far beyond ordinary understanding. It is a gentle, yet powerful force that brings forth the necessary people, circumstances, and resources exactly when they are required. By letting go of doubt, fear, and the compulsion to control every detail, you allow the flow to carry you forward. Every event begins to fit into place. Every interaction serves a purpose, and every step aligns with the greater plan that is orchestrating your life with precision and grace. The beauty of this alignment lies in its ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Daily life begins to take on a sense of purpose and flow that had previously been absent. Projects that once felt burdensome now proceed with ease. Relationships deepen naturally, and goals that seemed distant now appear within reach. Opportunities arise not only in material or professional areas but in emotional, spiritual, and creative dimensions as well. The universe conspires to support your highest good across all areas of life, bringing harmony, balance, and clarity to situations that once seemed disjointed or confusing. Another remarkable feature of this alignment is synchronicity. Events begin to repeat patterns of confirmation, signaling that you are on the right path. A conversation may echo an idea you had previously considered. A chance encounter may present a solution to a lingering problem, or a seemingly small opportunity may reveal itself as a pivotal turning point. These coincidences are not accidents, they are confirmations of the perfect orchestration that the universe is providing. By paying attention to these signs, you gain confidence, clarity, and reassurance that your actions are in harmony with the greater plan. Effortless alignment also fosters an inner sense of empowerment. You begin to recognize that your life is not merely a series of random events, but a carefully guided journey in which every choice, thought, and action contributes to a greater design. Confidence grows as you witness the seamless integration of circumstances and the support that manifests in response to your alignment with higher principles. With this understanding, hesitation diminishes, faith strengthens, and the courage to act decisively emerges naturally. Every step is reinforced by circumstances that are perfectly timed and perfectly placed, encouraging progress without unnecessary struggle or resistance. This alignment demonstrates the profound connection between inner state and external manifestation. When thoughts are clear, intentions are pure, and faith is unwavering, the universe responds in kind. Opportunities are arranged, obstacles dissolve, and progress unfolds with a sense of inevitability. Life moves in a harmonious rhythm, reflecting the inner alignment of mind, heart, and spirit. The more consistently you maintain this alignment, the more effortless your journey becomes, and the more the universe mirrors the abundance, joy, and fulfillment that you are ready to receive. Recognizing these signs requires attentiveness, openness, and a willingness to trust the process. Opportunities may present themselves in unexpected forms, circumstances may shift in ways that challenge previous assumptions, and people may appear whose influence was unforeseen. Yet, when approached with discernment, these alignments reveal the perfection of life's design. Each moment, each encounter, and each event becomes a confirmation of the divine orchestration at work, encouraging you to step confidently into the flow of opportunities that are already arranged for your highest good. This is approximately 1,000 words expanding Keynote 3, focusing on the effortless alignment of opportunities and circumstances. There is a profound power in cultivating inner peace, a serenity that remains unshaken even when the storms of life rage around you. This peace is not the absence of challenges, obstacles, or difficulties, but a deep, unmovable assurance that all things are working together for your highest good. It is a state of being that transcends external circumstances, a quiet strength that arises from trust in the divine order of the universe. When God is preparing to bring something significant into your life, one of the unmistakable signs is the emergence of this calm confidence, a knowing that, despite what may appear chaotic or uncertain, the larger plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Inner peace often begins quietly, as a subtle shift in perspective. You may notice that you are no longer swept away by fear, doubt, or worry in the face of difficulty. Problems that previously caused anxiety are now seen as temporary, manageable, or even necessary lessons. This sense of calm is not passive resignation, but active trust. A recognition that there is intelligence at work behind the scenes, guiding circumstances in your favor. It is the assurance that, no matter how complex the situation appears, there is a perfect resolution waiting to emerge. This inner steadiness is a magnet for blessings, opening the mind and heart to solutions, opportunities, and insights that might otherwise be obscured by stress or agitation. Confidence grows naturally from this inner peace. When the mind is clear and the heart is calm, decision-making becomes more precise, actions become more decisive, and the ability to navigate challenges with grace becomes more evident. Fear loses its grip, because you recognize that worry does not contribute to solutions, it only clouds perception and drains energy. The confident mind operates from a place of trust and alignment with the divine plan, knowing that each step is supported, each choice is significant, and each challenge carries the seeds of opportunity. This confidence is not arrogance. It is the quiet assurance that comes from aligning with a power far greater than oneself, and from recognizing that every circumstance is designed to bring growth, insight, and fulfillment. One of the key aspects of inner peace is detachment from outcomes. While the mind may set goals, form intentions, and envision the desired results, inner peace allows for the surrender of control over how and when those outcomes manifest. This detachment is not indifference, but a conscious recognition that life unfolds in perfect timing. By releasing the need to manipulate or force results, you create space for divine guidance to direct your steps. The calm that arises from this surrender strengthens resilience. For even when events appear to deviate from your expectations, the inner knowing remains that everything is working toward your highest good. Challenges often serve as catalysts for the development of this inner peace. Life's obstacles are not punishments but opportunities to refine faith, patience, and discernment. When confronted with difficulty, the individual who has cultivated inner calm does not react impulsively or allow anxiety to dictate responses. Instead, there is a measured awareness, a pause that allows for reflection and the reception of guidance. In this state, solutions emerge naturally, decisions become more inspired, and the ability to act with clarity is enhanced. The presence of inner peace transforms challenges into stepping stones, revealing that each obstacle carries a hidden blessing or a lesson that contributes to personal growth. Faith and trust are inseparable companions to inner peace. The confident heart knows that unseen forces are orchestrating circumstances with precision, and that every event, no matter how difficult it may appear, serves a purpose in the greater plan. This trust is not blind. It is cultivated through experience, observation, and a growing recognition of the patterns of life. You begin to see that when the mind is aligned with divine wisdom, actions are supported, opportunities appear, and challenges resolve in ways that confirm the intelligence guiding your journey. The calm that arises from this faith enables the mind to operate without distraction, the heart to remain open, and the spirit to remain steadfast. Inner peace also creates a receptivity to inspiration. When the mind is free from agitation, it can perceive insights and guidance that would otherwise go unnoticed. Sudden solutions to problems, creative ideas, and intuitive directions often emerge during moments of quiet serenity. This state is a fertile ground for divine communication. For when the mind and heart are aligned, inspiration flows naturally, and clarity illuminates the path forward. The individual in this state acts with confidence, because every decision is informed not solely by reason, but by intuition guided by higher wisdom. The combination of inner peace and inspired action becomes a powerful force, propelling one toward desired outcomes with grace and ease. Another dimension of inner peace is its effect on relationships and interactions. Calm, confident individuals tend to attract cooperation, understanding, and support from others. The energy of serenity is magnetic, drawing people and circumstances that reinforce harmony and alignment. Conflicts are navigated with composure, misunderstandings are resolved with patience, and communication becomes clear and constructive. In this way, inner peace extends beyond the individual, shaping the environment and influencing outcomes in subtle yet powerful ways. The more the inner state is maintained, the more external circumstances align, demonstrating the profound connection between inner calm and outer manifestation. The cultivation of inner peace requires attention and practice. Meditation, reflection, affirmations, and mindfulness are tools that help maintain this serene state amidst life's inevitable fluctuations. By consciously choosing to remain centered, even when external events challenge comfort and expectation, you reinforce the alignment between thought, intention, and divine orchestration. Each moment of calm strengthens the mind's ability to act with discernment, the heart's capacity to respond with love, and the spirit's clarity in recognizing the guidance that flows through every circumstance. Even in moments of uncertainty, inner peace sustains a sense of confidence. You may not yet see the resolution, the opportunity, or the blessing, but the calm within assures you that all is proceeding according to divine timing. This assurance fosters courage, allowing you to take bold steps, embrace new possibilities, and act decisively despite apparent obstacles. The heart, free from fear, becomes a reliable guide, and the mind, grounded in clarity, discerns the right course of action. The alignment of inner peace with faith, trust, and inspired thought creates a powerful synergy that propels life forward in harmonious and fruitful ways. The presence of inner peace does not eliminate challenges, but transforms them. What once seemed overwhelming now appears manageable. What once provoked anxiety now evokes measured reflection. What once felt like a burden now becomes an opportunity for growth. This transformation arises from the realization that external circumstances are not the source of power. The source of power lies within. The calm, confident, and centered individual becomes a channel through which divine guidance manifests, turning obstacles into lessons, delays into preparation, and uncertainty into clarity. Gratitude is a force more powerful than most people realize, a magnetic energy that draws abundance, opportunity, and blessings into every area of life. It is not merely a polite response to kindness or a casual acknowledgement of good fortune, but a profound, conscious recognition of the inherent abundance that surrounds us at every moment. When God is preparing to bestow something significant, one of the clearest signs is the awakening of this heightened sense of gratitude. A deep appreciation for life, its lessons, its beauty, and its endless possibilities. This gratitude is not superficial, it is heartfelt, sincere, and all-encompassing. It creates an energetic resonance that aligns the individual with the flow of divine provision, setting the stage for blessings to manifest with greater ease and abundance than ever before. At first, gratitude may appear as a gentle awareness of the small joys of everyday life. Perhaps it is the warmth of the sun on the face, the laughter of a friend, or the simple pleasure of a meal enjoyed. Yet even these seemingly minor acknowledgments carry tremendous power. When the mind and heart are attuned to notice and appreciate these small blessings, a subtle shift occurs within consciousness. The individual begins to recognize that life itself is abundant, that every moment carries value, and that every experience, even challenges, offers lessons or hidden gifts. This awakening cultivates a mindset that perceives the world not as a place of scarcity, limitation, or struggle, but as a living, dynamic flow of opportunities and provision waiting to be embraced. As this sense of gratitude grows, it begins to expand beyond simple appreciation to a conscious celebration of all that has been received, all that is present, and all that is yet to come. Every success, no matter how small, becomes a cause for recognition. Every gesture of kindness, no matter how subtle, becomes a source of acknowledgement. Even challenges, setbacks, or delays are reframed as opportunities for growth, understanding, and preparation. In this state, the heart and mind operate in harmony with the creative forces of the universe, creating an energetic alignment that naturally attracts more blessings. The very act of appreciating what already exists signals readiness to receive the next wave of abundance. Gratitude also serves as a powerful amplifier for faith. When the mind focuses on the blessings already received, doubt and fear diminish, replaced by a confident expectation of continued support and provision. This expectancy is not passive or wishful thinking. It is an active recognition that the universe is abundantly supplying all that is necessary for well-being, growth, and fulfillment. The more the heart centers itself in appreciation, the more the mind aligns with a perspective of abundance, and the more easily opportunities, guidance, and prosperity flow into experience. In this way, gratitude functions as both a lens and a magnet, clarifying perception while drawing favorable circumstances toward the individual. One of the most remarkable aspects of heightened gratitude is its ability to transform the ordinary into extraordinary. A simple meal becomes a feast of nourishment and joy. A routine day becomes a canvas of possibilities. A challenge becomes a doorway to insight and growth. In this state, life itself is experienced as a continuous blessing, and every encounter, event, or circumstance carries a hidden gift. The individual who practices this level of gratitude begins to notice patterns, synchronicities, and opportunities that might have gone unnoticed otherwise. The awareness that every moment holds value transforms perception, opening the door for an endless flow of abundance, prosperity, and joy. Gratitude also strengthens the alignment of thought and intention. When appreciation becomes habitual, it signals to the universe that the individual is attuned to abundance, rather than scarcity. This alignment encourages the appearance of new opportunities that correspond to the level of awareness and receptivity cultivated. The universe responds to the vibrational frequency of the individual's consciousness, delivering experiences that resonate with the gratitude already expressed. Every act of appreciation, whether silent or spoken, conscious or instinctive, amplifies the flow of blessings, creating a self-reinforcing cycle in which the more gratitude is practiced, the more abundance is received, and the more abundance is received, the deeper the sense of gratitude grows. The cultivation of gratitude also fosters resilience and optimism. Life inevitably presents challenges, disappointments, and obstacles, yet the individual grounded in appreciation maintains perspective. Even in difficult circumstances, the focus remains on what is working, what is present, and what is possible. Gratitude reframes adversity, allowing each situation to be perceived as a teacher rather than a threat. This positive orientation nurtures patience, strengthens faith, and enhances clarity of thought, enabling the individual to recognize the blessings hidden within apparent setbacks. By perceiving challenges as part of a larger tapestry of abundance, the heart remains open, and the flow of opportunity continues unhindered. Relationships flourish in the presence of gratitude. Appreciation expressed toward others strengthens bonds, nurtures goodwill, and encourages collaboration. Acts of kindness and recognition of the value of others generate reciprocal energy, enhancing both personal and collective prosperity. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate appreciation, support, and acknowledgement, creating an environment where opportunities for growth, connection, and achievement multiply. Gratitude, therefore, is not only a personal practice but a relational force, shaping the quality of interactions and amplifying the potential for mutually beneficial experiences. Heightened gratitude also cultivates a sense of joy and contentment independent of external circumstances. While material, professional, or social blessings may enhance life, the deeper experience of abundance arises from the internal state of recognition and appreciation. When the heart is fully aligned with gratitude, the individual experiences a sense of fullness, satisfaction, and delight that does not depend on specific outcomes. This inner richness further attracts external blessings, as the vibrational state of joy and appreciation acts as a magnet for experiences that mirror the internal reality. The more gratitude is cultivated as a way of being, the more the universe responds with confirmations, opportunities, and material or spiritual abundance. In practical terms, heightened gratitude can be expressed in countless ways. Daily acknowledgement of blessings, verbal expressions of appreciation, journaling, meditation, and reflective practices all serve to reinforce this energetic alignment. These practices strengthen the habit of recognizing abundance, deepen the connection with the divine flow, and increase receptivity to new opportunities. Each act of appreciation is a declaration of readiness, a statement to the universe that the individual is aware of the blessings already present and is prepared to receive more. The cumulative effect of this conscious gratitude is profound. Life begins to feel lighter, more abundant, and more richly textured. Every experience, no matter how mundane, carries potential for joy, insight, or advancement. The heart and mind operate in harmony, reinforcing the flow of divine support, and the individual becomes increasingly aware that abundance is not a distant goal, but a present reality, unfolding continuously through the alignment of thought, feeling, and appreciation.